Hey guys, it's Aaliyah, and guess what? Today, this is kind of a part two to my last episode about Colleen, but at the same time, it is not going to be about Colleen. I will add on to that specific episode once I find out more ideas to it, because I will still add this episode all until next week, or this Friday. Actually, this Friday, I'm stupid. Like next Friday, or the other next Friday, because there's still a lot of dirt to be digged upon Colleen as it is and many celebrities in general. But like, yeah, I will not be making this a part two of the Colleen drama, but it will be in relation to Colleen. It's gonna be little mentions of Colleen. This is a trigger warning before we move on. First of all, welcome back. Also, I've been noticing there hasn't been a lot of plays on my episodes, and I just want to say that your plays, you don't have to listen to my episode, but if you do have the time, and yeah, I don't want to seem like a beggar. But if you guys do have the time and you do want to know about about these episodes, please do watch. Please do watch and listen because it's sometimes insightful and sometimes it makes me feel like I'm doing a good decision by listening. By saying all this on a podcast. So I don't feel like I'm doing this for nothing. And thank you for the ones who have been listening in the past. I know I haven't been active in a lot of these things, but I just want to say, like, we just need a lot of support. I don't want I don't want to tug in my audience. I don't want to beg, but like, I just want someone to hear me at least. And I'm not calling for anyone's attention. I don't want to cause any unnecessary attention, no negative attention. I just want my podcast to go out there. So for the people who really need it, will know that I'm there for them. So without further ado, let's start. What are we talking about? We're talking about the number one problem in society, Hollywood. Well, the second one. The second one is Hollywood. The first one is global warming. Warming. We're not talking about global warming. No, we're not talking about global warming because that's a whole video in itself. That's a whole podcast episode in itself. But anyways, like Hollywood celebrities, all a big shambles of drama and mess, adding to problems that we already have in the world. You know, we have too much problems in the world to be having all the celebrity drama, and it's not even the celebrity's fault. There's a lot of things in Hollywood that could be other than celebrities that have their faults. Not all celebrities are bad. Some of them are good on screen, and some of them aren't. That's also what I'm saying. So it's a basically don't judge a book by its cover. So in this, like, my phone is gonna die. So the segment is gonna be called Twitter Warning plus Hollywood. Let's talk about Hollywood. But let's continue. It's like I said before. It's a don't judge a book by its cover kind of thing. Like a celebrity could be nice on the outside, but you don't know what it is off camera, and that's very off-putting. But I'm going to be explaining that once my phone charges up. What are celebrities? Like what is Hollywood? What are celebrities? Hollywood, to sum it up, is basically a place for celebrities. You guys probably already know that. Before the small little kids that probably shouldn't be watching my episodes, that probably shouldn't be watching some of my episodes because there is a little cursing. Hollywood is a place where celebrities gather around and be celebrities. And is a big place to get on. It's very hard to get to be A plus A list celebrity. Because you start from the bottom and then you work yourself up. And it's very hard to do that. Especially in this kind of place, in this kind of where not social media is not acting right. There's competition, all the toxic environment. It's hard than it was back then. Probably even more hard. Probably the same amount of hard that it was back then. I don't know what people did back then for Hollywood, but Instagram did not exist. And all in all, so being a celebrity is hard. So there's a lot of things that could contribute to them acting a certain way. YouTube, there was this YouTube video about me and celebrities. Yeah, some of them are justified because paparazzi, because the annoying thing about being a celebrity, paparazzi. Now, I just want to say, before I even get into this, paparazzi, mind your business. Because the thing that I'm scared of, if I ever, God bless me to see the day where I reach that point of fame in YouTube or on TikTok or any other content creator app, anytime or any way I reach into this creator app, I feel scared. I feel terrified. I'm scared because of paparazzi. They're annoying. There's a lot of celebrities who, not really out loud, but is implied that they're stressed out because of these dumb people holding the cameras in their faces. What? What? Melanie, what? What? Melanie literally said it in her song. You know what? I'm gonna hold that to the next segment because there's a lot of things I have to say, but yeah. Please enjoy this episode. If you can, of course. I am back, and now we are. I am. I always saying we. I don't have any camera crew. I don't have any of the people in the back demonstrating and making. Conducting this whole thing. I know there's another word for it, but orchestrating all of this. It's just me and only me, and that's why it's in the beginning. It's hard to be a celebrity, especially for me alone. There's a lot of things that are very complicated about being a celebrity. For one, let's talk about it. Let's talk, okay? Fucking paparazzi. I'm sorry for my French. Paparazzi. Stupid, aka for the ones who may not really know a lot about Hollywood, but I'm not even insulting intelligence. I mean, I didn't know Hollywood was when I was little. So for the little, if you guys have kids around and they're listening to this, they randomly press on this episode, Hollywood has paparazzis. Paparazzis are idiotic people who hold cameras to celebrities' faces without permission. Not even that, there's basically groups of people like a school of fish calling around this celebrity that probably does not want you guys around. And it doesn't even have to be a big group. It could be just two people. Yes, I'm calling you out. The two people who are just taking a picture without permission. Get a life. Get a life. Paparazzi doesn't have to be people in these suits and and trendy outfits with sunglasses and pictures and works for magazines. They don't have to be like that. They could be just like a random person taking a picture of a celebrity that did not ask to be taken a picture of. That's the point. Once one person becomes a celebrity, everybody thinks that they're not a regular person. Everyone thinks that they're not still a human being. They're like some other form of human being, another creature. No, we don't live in that dimension. We don't know if we live in that dimension, but as far as I know, we do not live in that dimension, and that celebrity is still a person. That celebrity is still a human, a living, breathing human, just like you. And if you were that celebrity, you would also not liking to be taken pictures of without your permission. Yeah. Feels bad that I'm calling you out, Melanie's fans. There was two people taking pictures of her when she did not want that. She did not want that. It's like she said, it's one thing to ask for a picture, but it's another thing to take it without permission. It's weird. It's disgusting. I think it's inhumane. I'm dramatic like that. I think it's inhumane. Because what if that celebrity had bad anger issues and lashed out on you? Then the headline of that magazine would be like, Mad celebrity. Celebrity A lashes out at two fans. Two people of paparazzi status. But then, the truth of the matter is that those two paparazzi people were up in their face. Had the audacity to be up in Celebrity A's face. Because they don't have any business. They don't have any business being up on their face, taking pictures. I wouldn't want that. I would respect a celebrity's privacy, and I would ask them, hey, can I take pictures? If they say no, no big damn deal. And I'm not gonna sneak a picture when I'm far away. That's called stalking, and that is not good. That's what. And another thing, stalkers, get a life. Stop living in your grandma's basement and go touch grass. Even if you, and that's what I said for the people on the internet stalkers. Go touch grass. Get out of the basement with your Cheeto dust fingers. Out of the basement. Get out of the basement. Touch some grass. Lick some trees. Probably don't do that. Climb some trees. Go for a jog. Internet stalkers and paparazzi, they're to ban my existence. I do not want that in my fans. If you guys are watching this right now, one thing about me, I am not like anyone taking pictures of me without no permission. That is another form of stalking. And you need to ask. Point blank, simple, period. End of conversation. Period. Done. That's it. Ask for permission. Because, like I said, Celebrity B lashed out at two very innocent fans, quote unquote. Innocent fans? Innocent fans who were human beings being very insensitive to the person who was in that position where they had to say, no, thank you. I do not want a picture with you. No. No. And you know where you guys can get pictures? Where you can look at pictures? Don't download the pictures, that's stealing. And re-uploading to somewhere else. You know where you can find pictures? There's a solution to this. You can find pictures on social media. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook if they have it. What else? TikTok, there are videos that you can watch them on, save them to your device, share them with your friends. But then again, another prop I want no props to the internet stalkers because they like every post, they spam like every post. Paparazzi expands to stalkers' behavior and stalkers' people and annoying people who like your posts every time, personal experience, every time without even watching the video. Spam liking, I'd like to call it. Spam liking. And I swear, I don't mean to raise my voice, but if I see any of you guys spam liking my social media, I am telling you right now, you will be immediately blocked. You will not be able to see my channel again. Because why are you doing that? There's no competition. Don't spam like people's videos. It's annoying. It's stupid. And it doesn't give the creator the props that they need. I call them props. Or people call it funds or whatever. They don't get what they need. They don't get the money that they need because all those spam likes, they don't mean anything. A real like, all the likes, that doesn't really mean anything. You have to watch the content so the creator can profit off of it. And if you're just spamming likes and not even finishing the video, that's not going to give them nothing. You will be immediately blocked for me. And anyone else who doesn't like that. You'll be immediately blocked. That's why every other TikTok page you find on TikTok, some of them say spam equals block. Spam like equals block. Spam heart emoji equals block. Let me drink my water for a minute. Well, this is making my throat dry. All this talking about how people can be so insensitive. And then, I'll get into this later, but I'm just gonna leave it here for now. some celebrities, and probably already talked about it. I did already talk about it. Some celebrities are getting bad imaging, seems like. Oh, social media exaggerates everything. Foreshadow. They exaggerate every single thing. Just like magazines, just like in the olden days, they exaggerate everything. My teacher calls that propaganda. Lies. Lies. Even YouTube videos sometimes do it. And even if they are true, then I mean they probably are. There's no excuse if they are true. But like, there's a lot of causes to a human's behavior. And I'll leave it like that. Back to the paparazzis. Get a life. Who was the first paparazzi group? Who was the first person to work at paparazzi? Who was that? Because if that was your idea of getting the news people, there has to be another way. Unless it's your actual job. Actually, no. Now I actually feel a little bad since I was slashing all the paparazzi. Not all paparazzi are bad. Some of them are important news coverage. Paparazzi. And that's good. I'm sorry for yelling at you guys. But then the people, now I know the problem. It's usually mostly the fans. Mind your business. Mind your business. Cutely mind your business. Like, mind your business. Thank you. Next question. Even paparazzi can get a little bit too questionable. So paparazzi is on the seesaw of things. One side, they're good for coverage, but then the next questions are very inappropriate, very probably not related to the topic they were presented to ask the celebrity. We need to train our paparazzi to at least be 5 feet away. So at least a person in the middle, the celebrity, could move and breathe, because they look like they're about to suffocate. I literally saw this video, I think it was Selena Gomez, or something, or somebody. It was a female. They were all around her. They were very close, and a celebrity feels like a caged animal. Like, show and tell. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch Show and Tell, and you'll listen to Show and Tell. Listen to K-12, really good movie. Watch Show and Tell. That's how being a celebrity feels like, in a singer's perspective, or anyone's perspective. I don't know if this was a little memory, but when I was like, I don't know how old I was, but there was this video where someone got Billie Eilish's ring. You fans are crazy. Did you give it back? You guys are all up in these people's faces, taking their stuff. Why are you how are you benefiting from that? How? How are you benefiting from all this? From being in a person's face? Like, I bet those two people took pictures of Melanie. They still have those pictures. They don't feel guilty about it, but you know humans, they don't regret a lot of things. I could say they don't regret nothing. Because humans are shameless creatures. I could say it for myself too. There are shameless creatures who think they can do whatever they want to the earth that God created for them. Like in the Barbie world. Barbie movie coming out. Anyways, I'm here to tell you right now, and it's for me too, the world doesn't revolve around you. There's a song about it on TikTok, an audio about it. World don't revolve around you. You're not the only one. You guys are not the only one in this universe. You're not the only one who has feelings. It's the celebrities too. They have feelings too. And there are some cases where the celebrities are in the wrong. So that is say, just do better, please. It's not that hard. Just do better. Hey, an army band wants to take a picture. Just take a picture of just one person. But if it's a full group of people taking pictures, which is probably why they're so reluctant to take pictures with one person, just like leave them alone. Give them some air to breathe. Like, I think even Tom Holland said before, he wants to step away from the limelight. Like, it's just crazy, man. Sometimes a step away. I don't blame him. If I was in his position, I would do the same thing. Probably quit Hollywood forever, because paparazzi are stupid, still, no matter what their reasons are. And fans are even more stupider, because paparazzis have two brain cells, and only the fans have one. Now, there are some good fans. There are a lot of good fans who respect a person's space. You get photos with them, but for the ones who are bad at respecting people's space, here it is for you. I'm going to do this. Please mind your business. Please step back. What happened to 6 feet? There was a law when Miss Corona, the disease celebrity, was around, was still high in the ground, was still high in fame. 6 feet back. She said 6 feet back. She was a celebrity, and I'm not saying that to be hopeful. I really don't want Corona to come back. But as I'm saying this, like, 6 feet back, what happened to that? 6 feet away. What happened to that? Probably 7 feet away. For me, 8 feet away. Back up. Back up. You can be far away as possible, as far, how do I put this? You know how tall a giraffe is? Yeah, I want you to be that far away from me. Because, no. Giraffes are tall. They're very tall. Some of them can reach up to 20 feet. I want you all the way over there. From the head to the tail. All the way away from me. So, next. I know I said that my phone's gonna die, and I will charge it. But, next up, I'm going to be talking about the stupid news coverage. Because, oh, that's when Colleen gets brought up to the situation. That's when we start to talk about Colleen. A little bit. A little bit. Because I did a whole episode on her. She got her shine like a few days ago. But now, we're just going to bring her up again. We're never going to talk about it. See you on the next segment. Alright, it's time to talk about these media outlets, everything. Now, the reason that last time I said I was going to bring up Colin Bowser a little bit is because of her situation. And I do not like this woman at all. I think she deserves everything that she got, but, like, the trauma of those victims. The media is, like, amplifying it and, like, changing. And, like, changing the truth of it. They're literally just, like, putting a title that doesn't even fit for what the victim goes through. For example, get myself straight. Like, there was a magazine on someone who allegedly R-worded a child. And it was, like, a famous celebrity. Like, famously. Because, some media outlets don't really care if you're not famous. Like, trauma is trauma. You know? But let's just say this viral got raped by this certain celebrity. And they changed it up to be like a stunt or something. Like, just watch some of the videos and you'll understand where I'm coming from, but it's like propaganda, is what I'm trying to say. They're, like, exaggerating the situation so much. And then there's a part where they're just exaggerating the situation so less. So, more people won't focus on her. But some people have to focus on her because she is the perpetrator of these victims. She's affecting these victims. And I don't think the media represents that enough. Just playing these blank titles that says nothing about what the victim went through. And that's playing it off as like a joke or a stunt. Like TMZ. Ghostwood's documentary. There's this little portion about what TMZ said about this. Worst outlet, by the way. I wish them the good luck for whatever about the face. Michael Nolan once said TMZ is the worst. In fact, one of the worst media outlets in the world. They're emphasizing too much. And then the other half, they're not saying too much. You know what I mean? It's hard to put into words. It's basic propaganda. It's ridiculous. Celebrities already have to worry about the crazy fans and paparazzi that are up in their faces. Now, once they lash out, they get called. Once they lash out, they're like they're now the mean person. That's what the media does sometimes. They flip it on. They flip it on the celebrities. Now, if it's true, if that's true, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with telling the truth. But if you're making it a big deal, a big, big deal, or a little deal, it's not acceptable. Pick one or the other. They're both not good. But there is no middle ground. That's like pick one another. Like the big boss, whoever's controlling these companies, like TMZ, pick or choose. You can't have middle ground. They should have a middle ground, but they won't get a middle ground because of whatever's going on. But, like, come on. Don't make bigger problems than it is. I don't even know why TMZ's still around. The only news channels that I want to know about my celebrities is mostly CBS, kind of. CBS mixed with News 12. TMZ is for celebrities, but it's not. The articles and the episodes, they're making it a big deal, and it's not even a big deal. A celebrity lashes out on a very, 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 very rude fan, and then they get punished for it. Like, no, that's not how it's supposed to work, and that's not how it's gonna work. Okay, and that's how it is. Propaganda, people trying to get a life. That's why a lot of celebrities are like, no, I don't thank you. They're taking a day off because there's too much lies, is what I'm saying. But that's all I have for you guys today. If I have more, I might add to this episode, but I'm feeling a little lazy. So, like, enjoy the rest of your day, and have a blessed one. Bye. Hey, it's Azaria, and, I also want to mention, like for the propaganda and all the lies and stuff like that, there's also a lot of sexualism, the ism, and yeah, that her, yeah, sexualist things. You know how I'm trying to put it, like, boys versus girls still, because, like, if Colleen was a guy, and he or she did this to the, let's say if she was a guy, he would have been arrested really quickly, because that's pedophilia. And it still is pedophilia the other way around. There's no way switching genders is going to make it any different. You're a pedophile, you're a groomer, and that's that. And then the way Hollywood handles it sometimes is just, it's probably mostly the internet that has to blame, that I want to blame. But at the same time, it's hard to put in words how crazy that is. Like, if a guy did it, he goes to jail, but not when a woman does it. Like, that's sexualism, that's sexist. I don't know what sexualism means, but it's sexist. And, like, yeah, not supposed to be doing that. A crime is a crime. There's no gender to it. There's no way you can excuse something like that if she was a girl. It's not like they're excusing it. It's just because they're not putting any eyes on it. Not a lot of eyes. But there was a lot of comments and a lot of I remember when Colleen's apology came out, and there was a lot of things said on my Twitter. On my Twitter, by the way. There was like a lot of things said. Like, a lot of how this is wrong, blah blah blah, but there's no affirmative action. Before the apology, she should have been arrested before she even made the apology, so she was going to make the apology in the first place. Taking accountability, Colleen, that doesn't sound like that. Like, it sounds quite the opposite. You're framing them. You're framing the victim, and that's not right. So here I am telling you to get a life once more and stop talking to children. Okay, stop talking to children. This would have all been avoided if you would have taken accountability and then stop continuing to talk to children. If you want to talk to a child, to children, talk to the babies that you already have. Talk to the kids that you already have. Not other random kids on the internet. Because we all know what those three are going through. Probably exploitation. Exploiting the husband and the kids. Like most of family channels do. Daddy of Five, may I bring you back to that time? Daddy of Five. We'll talk about him when I get more info on him. And I got a lot to say. I got, like, a lot to say. But I'll say my opinions when we get to that episode. But that's an example. I think the Bollinger family is also kind of an example. Because we don't know what they do off camera. That's the thing. We never knew. We never know what celebrities are. Celebrities, YouTubers, anyone famous. We don't know what they do behind closed doors. So, the Bollinger family might look happy. And no hate to them. They got good kids. As it seems. But my point, the point here is, you can be treating kids, well, you can teach kids very well. But then, you don't treat them when the camera's off their faces. So, it's a double-edged sword for both you and the family. That's all I have to say. At the end, though, at all of this, don't exploit children, don't groom children, and then we're going to move on. Let's move on. But yeah, it always surprises me how a man can get arrested, but a woman can't for doing the same type of crime. What happened to equality? Yeah, we have rights. We have a right to be arrested, too, for any of our crimes. Oh, sorry, my phone turned off. For any of our crimes. So, like, there's no gender-based crimes that we can do, get arrested. No, a crime is a crime. No matter what gender you do it in. Non-binary, boy, female, gender queer, pangender. It doesn't matter. You did the crime, you did the time. Simple as that. So let's try and get justice for all the, the groomers out there. Not for the victims and so-and-so. Because, like, it can't go on forever. It can only go for, like, as long as it can. But it can't go on forever. I don't know how to say it. Just don't groom children and you won't get in trouble. Don't do things you know you get in trouble. And then once they supposedly did something wrong, or if they did do something wrong, they just either get, like a ton of lies spread upon them, like extra stuff that we don't care about, or they do them with a little detail that they have without all the evidence. It's a double-edged sword for the Hollywood community. So, yeah,